messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Take me in the smoke, breathe me in and let me go. Filling the lungs inside you, and the blackened eyes make my way into your mind, just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Lost control. It's paradise with honesty, but I'm in the dead of the night. Let the darkness take control.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy day of state. I'm pretty stoked about today's competition. I think we're going to see some really solid play coming out here today. So thank you for joining us already this morning. I know for gamer time, this is usually a little early in the morning, but we got a full day that's going to be coming up here today. We're going to be starting you off here this morning with the semifinals featuring Muskego and Clinton. Muskego coming in as the number 1 seed from their conference, and Clinton coming in as the number 2 seed from their side. Just a quick rundown. Today's matches will be best of 3 format for these semifinals, and then right after these semifinals, we will get right into the state championship. This is going to be the first state championship for Smite here in Wisconsin. I want to take a couple of minutes here, number one, to give a huge shout out to Hi-Rez. Hi-Rez is the first developer that is really working with grassroots movements like the state of Wisconsin and Ohio and a couple of other states. So huge shout out to Hi-Rez and their support here, really making it happen. For those of you that don't know, there is 100,000 gems that they are giving away to our competition for this tournament. If you got 5th through 8th, so if you made it to the quarterfinals, every player will receive 1,000 gems. If you get 3rd or 4th, you get 2,000 gems per student. And then for 2nd place, I believe it's 5,000 gems per student. And then for 1st place, the state champions will all receive 8,000 gems for winning the first state championship. So, not only are they giving away or helping us give away tons of gems, but they also gave us like 75 all God packs in order to give out to schools to help them get on board, as we lost League of Legends because of their community guidelines and their unwillingness to work with organizations like ours, and Hi-Rez really stepped it up. They also gave us, I think it was like 35 Pandemonium Odin skins and 35 Chibi Raw skins. So all of our students that received all state and all conference awards will actually be receiving one of each skin. So really, really awesome for their support. Really makes this a lot easier. And speaking of that, let's see here. Which am I on? So just to jump around here, again, we have a lot of recognition here in the state. We find that it's really, really important to honor our students, not only for what their gameplay looks like, but also the amount of impact that they're making on their school communities, their school programs. For many schools, trying to convince them that esports is an important thing to have at school is not always an easy thing to get them on board with. So all of these students here have been making huge impacts across their school, within their program. These are real student leaders that really deserve to be recognized. And it looks like Clinton is getting into the lobby, so we may actually even be able to go ahead and start a little early today. But again, so shout out to all of these students and the schools that jumped on board to Smite. First season was a pretty big success, and I hope we double in size for next year and we just continue to get more and more schools joining this. As somebody that had 900 plus hours playing League, coming over to Smite, I've actually really enjoyed it. I finally dinged 30 the other day, and I am ready to start my grind on ranked. So And then for those of you that are already joining us here in chat, I just wanted to throw this up here for you too. So all of the state championships will be featured here on this channel. But if you want to go ahead and watch the other semifinal match, you can pop on over to Random Lake or J.I. Case's website. So that's Random Lake Esports and Case HS Legends on Twitch as well. So if you wanted to watch that semifinal, you can go ahead and pop over there and watch those on either of those channels. State Championship will be featured here on this channel. And then at about 2 o'clock, we're going to switch over to Rocket League. We're going to go ahead and start with Division 1, which is going to be Elkhorn against Wausau West. So I'm casting that game, and I will try not to be biased as I teach at Elkhorn. So I'll do my best to maintain a neutral party. That one I think is going to be a barn burner. I think it's going to go all 5. Wausau is the only one that beat Spash this year, the D1 or the number 1 seed from the other conference. And so we played Spash in preseason. We went best of 5. So I think that's going to be a really, really solid game. And then looking over at Waukegan 11, also at 2 p.m. for the D1 semifinals. Whitnall is just rolling on this upset train. They beat number 3 seed Menominee Falls. And then they beat number 2 seed Waukesha West. So let's see if they can go for the trifecta here and upset Spash as well to make it into the state championship. Then starting at 3 o'clock, you can see there Carroll University in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Their esports program is going to help us do some casting today as well. So their students for their esports program are going to be doing the Two Rivers versus Wisconsin Lutheran and the Stratford versus Winnebago Lutheran. So while some of those games are going on, as you can see, the other division championships will be happening on this stream. So it's going to be a really, really long day. So I hope you had breakfast. We'll be taking breaks here, making sure that we do some light calisthenics, just some squats, maybe some push-ups, little jumping jacks, just a little bit to get us going. So let's see here. All right, so it does look like we are about to get underway. We'll get started a little bit early. I am never opposed to starting some of these things early. I don't know if you've ever been to an esports tournament or a big LAN. The chances of it starting on time or finishing on time are two things that rarely ever happen. So I'm hoping that we get this down to a science here pretty soon, that we can go ahead and figure all of that out. So with that being said, as we're about to go ahead and get this set up here. All right, let's go ahead. We'll go Muskego and Clinton. So we'll get a prediction going in chat here, so you can go ahead and tune in to what you think, who is going to be victorious in this first semifinal for Smite. Taking a quick look around the picks and bans here as well, we'll see that Tiamat, Kakulin, and Set already being taken off the board right away. I think, to me, that says quite a bit about the current status of number 1 Tiamat and Kakulin. The Bologna being taken off there. I'm relatively upset by that. That's one that I enjoy playing in solo. And then we see the Scylla ban and the Sun Wukong ban coming out here as well. Overall, and then we see the Tsukuyomi already being locked in, Arthur and Janus. It looks like both of these schools have already done their homework. They know exactly what direction that they're going to take this first game. I've been really liking the Janus in the mid lane there. Just the roam potential coming out of that pick has been huge. The Morrigan coming in for the mid there as well. The King Arthur in solo, I think, is just, once you get towards that late game, it's a pain to deal with. The Guan Yu into it, I don't mind the Guan Yu in, and then we see the Cupid pick coming out here as well. So locking in the Cupid right away, I don't think is a bad idea. Both schools elected to go ahead and leave the support lanes open. Usually, if they want, like, I know Muskego going for first pick here, so they are really trying to go ahead and lock in the Tsukiyomi just so they have that pressure around the map from the jungle position, and they get to lock in what they determine to be their favorite. Normally in draft here, I do like to see usually a support going higher up, just because, especially for Clinton, then you get last pick. So you have the opportunity to either counter pick or at least pick something that transfers well into it. And we can see here Clinton is now really targeting the carry role. Meanwhile, Muskego's answering with some jungle and a support band there themselves. Clinton's locking in the Fenrir right away. We see the Serb coming out. That's a big thing for me. I like Serb in that role there. And then we're going to go ahead and see the Sobek locked in and a Medusa. So I'm not trying to always, share my perspective, but I'm not a huge fan of. I like Cupid just because of his dash away. Medusa's also not bad because I do like her ulti as well, but yeah, I mean that's both carries I think have relatively kind of low escapability, in my opinion. I like the damage that's going to come out. I definitely like the Medusa, especially into King Arthur, Fenrir, and Sobek. So, I mean, that's three big tanks that are coming right at your face, and her ulti should easily be able to stop them in their tracks, and then she can go ahead and just ping them on down. I like the Serb though with that the CC and the engage within the Cerberus. Yeah, I think this is going to be a good first start. Again, both of these teams coming in as either the number 1 or number 2 seed in their conference. So I think this should be a pretty solid matchup between these two schools. Yeah, I say let's get it going. I'm just gonna quick step away, make sure that I'm keeping up on Discord here. There's going to be a lot of messages coming in today, a lot of social posting and whatnot too. So for those of you that are watching, if you do see something, make sure that you grab a clip here. If anything major happens, send me all the clips that you get. Should be pretty exciting today. I will also try to keep an eye as well on the other game. So I will make sure that we tune in every once in a while just to see. So maybe in between matches here, we can see. It does look like Random Lake has their stream up and going already this morning. And just taking a quick peek here. They aren't in game yet, so that's kind of good. We'll have a little bit of a stagger in between games that we should be able to go ahead and kind of pop back and forth between the two. So does look like Random Lake is just about to go ahead and get into their draft here as well. So nice. And we are getting into game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. Make sure we get all of this all set up. All right, so there we go. Stop moving out of order. All right. All right, we are underway in game 1 of this best of 3 series. Muskego is here in the blue. Meanwhile, we'll have our friends over at Clinton as well here in the red. So, unfortunate that I can't switch the colors around because, you know, these are their exact school colors. So, it may be a little confusing looking at logos and then looking at colors. But, I'm sorry. I will make sure that I message Hi-Res about customizing the HUD. We got a lot of beads coming out here as well. Again, that's going to go directly because of, I think, the Fenrir ult. So if the beads are up, Fenrir ult relatively, I don't want to say useless, but pretty much useless, right? They can just instantly beat out, and then not much is going to be able to go ahead and happen there. The Arthur rocking the TP. I know coming from a League background, like the biggest thing for TP is just so that way you can either get back to lane or rotate and make some of those plays. I have felt like in Smite, well, at least in solo queue, TP can be relatively useless because my team doesn't ward. So if you don't have wards, it does make it a little bit hard in order to do some of the engagement there, or to make some of those rotations. So likely to go ahead and see, I'm guessing Muskego, yeah, ping hits 2. Ooh, see a gank right away over here into the side lane. Let's see if I can back up here. Ooh, too far. All right, so it looked like the Fenrir was able to go ahead and get that early pressure on the Tsukiyomi. Oh, there it was. Sorry, mistimed it once again there. But the Tsukiyomi able to go ahead and get the Arthur. Usually that level 2 gank almost always comes over into your solo lane. At least then Arthur does have that TP that can at least try to catch back up just a little bit, but is going to go ahead and lose the first round of the totem there. So, and we see Tsukiyomi maybe looking to go ahead and just help this Guan Yu get so far ahead right now that, oh, there's the blink coming in here as well. The Tsukiyomi able to go ahead, going to take the tower shot, going to be able to get out thanks to the Guan Yu healing. And that is some early pressure here from Muskego. So really prioritizing that solo lane, get that Guan Yu nice and beefy, nice and early, and go ahead and just minimize that pressure that you're going to see out of that Arthur. So already looking to snowball a little bit, denying Arthur down 2 levels of experience already. Nice play there coming out from Muskego here in game 1. And then for just a quick note, is the volume all right for game volume? Do you want that a little bit louder? Am I too loud? Just so that way we have a good understanding throughout the day. Or good gauge throughout the day. So don't want to be blasting those eardrums out. All right, we're just going to go ahead and hit that little bit of a lull here, clearing out camps, pushing objectives. Looks like Arthur going to be found out here. Oh, look at the Guan Yu ultimate coming out here too. Arthur not able to do anything, just trying his best to get it away. Ooh, I would not stick around there, bud. Able to go ahead and dodge the pressure here. Oh, Janu's coming in here. Oh, Arthur. Oh, here comes the Fenrir, though. Get one down onto the jungler. Nice. Clinton pulls one back here. Ooh, Janu's able to go ahead and get Imperious there as well. So, again, that's exactly what I talked about coming out of that Janu's pick early on. It's just that they are able to then rotate using that ultimate, get around the map really, really easy. See some pressure here in the duo lane. I don't think it's going to amount to much here, but the Cupid and the Sobek looks like they're getting a little bit more pressure down. Also, I mean, Cupid just has that level of sustain because of his 2. We're going to see the Guan Yu has dropped just a little bit, or it's at least down to a 1 level advantage at this point. Never mind. You got me, Guan Yu. You got me. Arthur does, I think, still need to be relatively careful here. Does have the easy out there, but that Guan Yu is already able to go ahead and chunk down on 1 engage here, and Guan Yu is just rocking some warrior boots here, and blue. Oh, gonna blink in and misses. Don't think he's gonna have enough. Not able to. So now, but again, that early game pressure from Guan Yu in this situation here, forcing Arthur to back once again. Tsukiyomi coming back around. Could be looking to go get his blue as well. And then maybe look to try to put some pressure on that Scorpion right away as well. Arthur getting at least a little bit of a trade down. Dash in, get your pokes, and then try to dash out. Ooh, might be a little bit too much here. Ooh, nice CC there. Looking for the ultimate. Arthur looking for the 1v1 here and is able to go ahead and get it. Nice play there by Creeping Frost on the Arthur to go ahead and get one back. All right, so we'll pop back around here. The Morrigan in the mid here. Ooh, we see some pings out. Maybe looking for a collapse here. Janus is there. Oh my goodness, that Fenrir popping in, saying what up. Enjoy the fountain. Serb now looking to rotate. It's going to go ahead and see 2 members now. And then Janus is here as well. So Serb's like, yep, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Not much I can do in order to go ahead and worry about that greater Scorpion. All right, now we're starting to get to the point of the game here to where we'll see just solos in solo or in duo, just farming it up. Ooh, Sobek's here. Nice knock-up. But there's the dash. Ooh, Cupid misses. Ooh, that's nice. Nice evading there from the Medusa. Able to slither her way out of danger. And meanwhile, again, Serb now starting to rotate. We see Arthur under some more pressure. Oh, the Guan Yu's going to go ahead and get just taken under tower. Nice job. Nice rotation there by Clinton. Really setting some high pressure here. And they have it looks like a decent enough wave that they may be able to go ahead and put a little bit more pressure down on this turret. Looks like they're going for the blue steel here. Arthur and Fenrir both kind of sitting there. Arthur's going to go ahead and go in. Creeping Frost taking the tower dive here. And is going to go ahead and be able to swipe out the blue buff there right from Guan Yu. So Clinton looking really, really strong here in game one. Really stretching. Already at a 2,000 gold lead about. You know, Arthur took that 2-level deficit and is now 1 level up over the Guan Yu in lane. And we're starting to see some rotation here in... Oh, looking for the Gold Fury here. It is essentially a 4v5. They know Guan Yu is not here. Oops. Dang it. Serb going in, looking for it. Blue team able to go ahead and get the Fury, but Medusa is here in order to get one cleanup kill there. And it's going to go ahead and be on the carry. See Arthur and Guan Yu going back at it here. Oh my goodness. I need a stream deck here just with numbers of which characters that I can switch to real quick. Guan Yu's just going to go ahead and just dash around. Not going to be able to have to worry too much about this Arthur. But again, Arthur's able to go ahead and get onto that totem. And because the blue team was able to go ahead and get that Fury, they went ahead and they brought this gold differential right back to even. Ooh, Serb coming down here in order to lend a little help. And Tsukiyomi's here as well. But Fenrir's also rotated into the solo lane. And now we're going to go ahead and see Arthur just pushing back out. Already have that that stone down there. So a lot of health, a lot of regen. I really like that. It looks like potentially Guan Yu's probably going for, what, Breastplate of Valor or... I mean, that's what I have to assume that's coming out, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong quite a bit, especially with a game that I'm not super familiar with, but we do see a little standoff here in mid, both just pushing out waves and having junglers and supports in mid now looking to ensure that nothing happens. Cupid could be finding himself in a little bit of pressure here with Tsukiyomi rotating. Medusa's here as well. Cupid knows that overextended, probably need to go ahead and play a little bit more passive right now. And now that leaves that rotation, though. That should allow Arthur to just go ahead and smash this wave in, get a little bit more of that first turret damage. We see that the duo lane for Clinton is relatively low right now. But that's a good chunk of turret damage down there on the Guan Yu tower. So we could be seeing first tower breaking here relatively soon. And it could go either way at this point. TP is up for Arthur, so I wonder if he... Yep. All right. There you go. Answers my question. Alexa, go ahead and TP back into lane just so that way they can continue to keep putting pressure onto that far side. Or I guess you should say solo side. And there's going to be another wave coming. So Arthur may look to just try to go ahead and focus the tower. Oh my goodness. There's my solo. Ooh, Guan Yu. Gonna get dangerously low. The Arthur ultimate coming out here. Guan Yu gonna go ahead and have to heal and just dash out. Arthur able to go ahead and get that totem then. Oh, Arthur needs to be careful here. Doesn't know it, but there are 3 members just lurking. And now we see... Oh, we see 3 members kind of rotating there into the mid. Serb just looking for the engage here, but not going to go ahead and find it. Janus and Sobek just going to go ahead and back up. Arthur and Guan Yu looking to get into a little tussle again. I think Arthur's probably got the tower here with this wave. If Guan Yu's going to help Tsukiyomi just keep clearing like this, that is a nice wave that's about to crash under tower if Guan Yu can't get there in time. Ooh, it's going to be like 2 hits away. That is a really low tower. And so again, we're just kind of in that lull now. Everybody's just focusing on clearing, itemizing. And Arthur should just be able to go ahead and continuously just keep pushing these waves out fast. Ooh. Sobek able to go ahead and get one on the support there in the mid. Let me see if I can rewind here just for a second into the mid. We'll keep an eye on the Serb here. Going to go ahead and fast forward just a little bit here. This is where we left off last time. Pushed up relatively far, but the Morgan is there. Ooh, there's the engage there, and unfortunately the Sobek flips him back up and able to go ahead and get that other kill down there as well. So a little bit too aggressive there for the support for Muskego. And here we see the Cupid just starting to poke a little bit more and more away here on the Medusa. Oh, there's the ultimate. And there's a nice kill there too coming out of the Cupid. Getting a nice kill down there. Already has, both have the Dev Gauntlets completed. However, the Cupid already has theirs transformed. So that's a pretty big difference right there. And you can see too, like Medusa has her boots completed, but that upgraded and transformed Dev Gauntlet is a much bigger difference. All right, again, Clint has extended this now into already back up to another 2,000 gold lead. So as we're going to probably start to see another rotation around the Gold Fury here, but at least I mean, look at all that vision. There is a lot of vision down here for both sides. Looking to go ahead and make sure that they secure one or the other. It looks like it is a Primal Fury right now. So Arthur, meanwhile, on the solo side there, going to go ahead and clear out that first turret. So going to open up the map just a little bit more, some more pressure. And we do see a little bit of positioning coming out. Cupid's a little far forward, but nothing too much. Could be looking at a play here mid. Jan is just going to back up. Everybody's playing really, really smart, really passive. Nobody wants to be the one that goes too far in. And speaking of, Guan Yu's going to be here chunking out the Fenrir. But Janus is here as well. Ooh, the Fenrir ult needs to be used. Going to go ahead and get one back here. The Janus gets one there. Guan Yu's tower diving here. Don't know. Ooh, Janus doing everything that he can to just dodge and weave that Guan Yu. Meanwhile, Arthur is here as well. Go ahead and try to close the gap here. Muskego's in full retreat. Ooh, there's the ultimate. Sobek's not able to get the knockup, and here comes Cupid. Cupid's able to go ahead and get 1, 2. Trying to get the Guan Yu. Oh, there's the nice Sobek flip, but unfortunately no one was there in order to go ahead and hold him, but it is going to be all she wrote for Imperious of Muskego. And then that means that is going to be 4 members going onto the Pyro. That's a nice play there from Clinton, and they just continue to rotate. They continue to look for those objectives, and they just chase that one down. Meanwhile, Medusa, at least over there, able to go ahead and continue just putting pressure down, gets that turret, gets a decent chunk down over there. She's now sitting on Devs and an Executioner. Does look like Cupid, though, is partially all the way towards that Wind Demon. And once you get that Wind Demon rolling there as well, that's a pretty big power spike. You start to see those crits coming in. And the attack speed difference once you get that Wind Demon is important. All right. Medusa's just going to continue to keep pushing out these waves. Arthur's rotating down. They could be looking to try to at least force a fight here around the Primal. I don't think that that's a bad idea, or maybe they're just looking for oracles. Arthur going to go ahead and blink in, and good night, Tsukiyomi. And that is it. That should be a Primal Fury now in favor of Clinton. And that is. All right, so Muskego not able to go ahead and steal that one away this time. And now Medusa is finding herself in a bit of a scary situation. You see 5 members of Clinton coming down here, and Arthur's like, I'm coming for you. I'm going to chase you down here. At the very least, they're going to get 1 turret out of this. I mean, if they really wanted to, they could push. They're going to lose their tier 1 in mid, but now they're able to go ahead. It doesn't look like they're going to push for the tier 2, but they are able to go ahead and clear out the jungle camps. They're going to take the purple. They're going to take the greater scorpion. And it looks like Sobek is going up here as well for the oracles. And so that, again, this rotation, and this is a great example for anybody that's coming new to this. And again, coming from my background, this was my biggest learning curve with Smite, is that it's so much more important to just get these objectives. Getting kills doesn't necessarily push you super far ahead in this game in comparison. Oh, Cupid's going to go ahead and get caught out here. And that should be a free kill going over to Muskego. So nice job, Muskego, getting one back there. Shutting down the Cupid. That's a pretty solid shutdown. All right, gonna look to probably see another fight coming around this greater scorpion here. Guan Yu starting the engage there. Serb gonna chase it down here too. Uses the ultimate, and there are now 5 members here as well for Muskego. But Fenrir comes in, nice shield there out. Fenrir trying to pull one back, but unfortunately pulls them into the team. King Arthur could be looking to go ahead and get down onto this Guan Yu. Not able to go ahead and do it, and that is a huge play here coming from Muskego. Janus is running, looking for cover. Cupid's coming down, but I don't think that there's going to be enough there to find it. Janus just looking for something, trying to find a way out. Gets a portal. And may just be looking for, able to go ahead and at least get one, saying maybe worth on that one. At least you took one down with you, and I would say taking down Guan Yu with you is not a bad trade. Granted, it's still a 3-for-1 trade, but it could have been worse. And taking down Guan Yu takes away that big tank there that, you know, maybe if they had turned that fight, they could be putting their eyes onto the fire giant. So I'm going to say that's a good one. And I'm guessing, Pyro's going to be up here in just a couple of seconds. You see how much vision that Muskego has down there in that upper part of, I guess we'll go ahead and call it the upper part of Clinton's jungle. And so with that, they'll easily be able to see if anybody for Clinton starts making that way over towards Pyro, that they could then look to make another team fight. So that would be what direction that I imagine that this is going to go. You're starting to see some of them rotate down. They're going to be walking over these wards. Tsukiyomi just looking for some positioning again. But at least Clinton has some of those wards themselves that they should be able to go ahead and see when this is going to occur. Arthur doing a little bit of scouting here, gets at least some vision down. They're going to see that there are 5 members here, and this is going to be a good team fight, because if anything happens, do they look to get the engage? A lot of dancing. I believe this is called the Dance of the Fire Giant. It's an ancient ritual performed in Smite, as nobody wants to make the wrong move and give up the Fire Giant. So you see, we dance around the objectives. It's a beautiful dance. Beautiful dance. Oh, Arthur flashing in, making the play here, looking into the back line, looking for the Tsukiyomi. Oh, this is the team fight. Tsukiyomi going in, trying to get down to the Arthur. Janu's able to go ahead and get one back here as well. Cupid shuffling forward. Huge play here for Clinton. Trying to go ahead and still get down this Guan Yu. I don't think that they're going to be able to go ahead and do it. Janus is there onto the Morgan. Able to go ahead and get one. And they are just, they're hunting for the Guan Yu. And he's going to go ahead and blink out of the way. And now Clinton should have a free fire giant if that's the direction that they choose to go. I have to imagine that they do go fire. And it does look like they are going directly there. You got the Cupid able to go ahead and pop out some of those little hearts in order to heal up his team. And I mean, Cupid's a bit of a beefcake at this point. Has that completed Wind Demon. Likely going to go ahead and back here. I would imagine that they're going to take out their jungle camps. They're going to back, get that item, Power Spike, and probably look to head on down to gold. That would be the rotation that I would tell my team, that I would be calling for in my solo game. And Clinton has stretched it to about 6,000 gold here. And that Fire Giant, all 5 members with a Fire Giant buff is going to be huge. Arthur looking to shove out that wave. Again, I think we're just going to see a quick rotation down. Guan Yu being in that far lane, go for it. Like, you see him on the map. You know that this is a 4v5, and you have Fire Giant. Like, take it. It's yours. You earned it. Yeah. Yep. Good job. Good job, Clinton. That's the right call. If you see on that far side of the map that the Guan Yu isn't there, or that the Guan Yu's over there, doesn't have TP, so you know it's essentially free. Now we are going to start to see a little siege action here. And with that Fire Giant buff, that's what you need for sieging, and it does look like, for the most part, Muskego's just going to let this one drop. And that's going to go ahead and be the T2 there. And now they're just going to go ahead and rotate. Oh, everybody tried to take the Janus portal, but not able to do so. Again, Fire Giant buff is so critical here. They can just sit there and tank turret shots because they have the ability to just regen like crazy. And I mean, look at that. Sobek took like 10 turret shots and takes like a fifth of his health. Clinton making some big calls here. It looks like, I mean, they could be rotating and trying to go ahead and get this other tier 2. And I think that is the call. They're clearing out all these jungle camps. And again, this is exactly what you want them to do. You want them to go ahead and just continue to siege, continue to choke out resources. And this is a very good use of the Fire Giant buff. They've gotten 3 T2s out of it, right? And they got a gold out of it. So that's huge. That's now an 11,000 gold lead from this Fire Giant power play, essentially. All right, that's awesome. We do see that Muskego has to think that they all backed. They're looking to see if they can at least go Pyro. Pyro would not be a bad call here in like, what, 10 seconds, 15 seconds that should be up. Getting their wards down. It looks like they're just going to go ahead and elect to get some deep vision and then go ahead and back. Ooh, this Cupid is relatively scary. I mean, both carries are full build at this point. So if a Medusa ultimate comes out, and we could be seeing a team fight. Clinton looking for it. Looking for it. Oh, the Guan Yu flashes in. Fenrir able to go ahead and just blow up the Tsukiyomi into the backline here. The Serb ult nicely done. Going for the Medusa, able to go ahead and get the Medusa. Fenrir, Guan Yu, and Sobek. So we got all of our frontline beef. And this could be the team fight to end the game here. Cerberus getting dangerously low. The King Arthur looking for it. Nope, not able to find it. It was close. The Fire Giant buff has worn off, though. And so now they have their eyes on the Titan. Nice little Janus portal there. And they're just going straight for the end of the game. And that's Clinton taking game 1. Well played there to Clinton. Finishing with a 13,000 gold lead here. All right, let's, I got to check some of my Discord messages. All right, so all right, so let's see here. All right, so that is Clinton taking the 1-0 lead so far over Muskego. And if we take a quick little peek over here, it looks like Random Lake took game 1. They took game 1 over Racine Case, so pretty solid there as well. All right, again, let's pop around, see if we have any other updates from anywhere else. Doesn't look like it. All right, so we are good. We're about to go ahead. They're in lobby here. So real quick here, our next game will be starting in just a moment. And I'm going to take a quick 30-second break here while we wait for that to happen. All right, I am back. Again, make sure that you continue to hydrate throughout the day here. And we are just getting into lobby, so what perfect timing. You would think that I just did that on purpose, but I didn't. All right, we're starting it up here. So again, going to go ahead and right away we see Tiamat set, and I mean, rightly so. The Muskego taking away that Arthur. And it does also look like Case and Rocket League have started up their second game here as well. So, again, Bologna, Scylla coming out. So, same three bands here for Clinton. And then Arthur and Janus being taken off the board by Muskego. Imperius locks in the Kakulin this time. Alright, ooh, I like that Frosted Yeti skin there. That's pretty cute. Oh, we see the Kukulkan getting locked in here for Clinton. We'll see what Creeping Frost wants to play, or if he's going to go ahead and pick anything right now to play into that Kakulin. Is going to go ahead and take the Sun Wukong. That is what was banned away in Game 1 by Muskego. So, a little bit of a difference here. And this time, Muskego is taking the Fenrir off the table. They are locking it in. And so now the question is, okay, so we will see the Cerberus coming back. I liked it. I don't think it's a bad pick, and we're going to see a run back of the Cupid in bot here too. Again, I like the engage from Cerberus. I like the CC chains and big magical damage still coming out from a support. Clinton's going to go ahead and take the Morrigan off the table. So we essentially probably going to see jungle bands coming out here from Muskego. And we see the Tsukiyomi. Oh, goodness. One that I don't know. Hachiman. Going away for the carry as well. So what was that? That's like Bao, right? I'm still learning Ao Kong. That was close. I was close. Ravana coming into the mid here, or into, could be solo jungle? Yeah, I know the role that he plays, I didn't remember the name. That's my bad. You see a Zong coming out here into what I assume to be the mid. And we're going to see a run back on the Medusa. All right, so little. I have to feel that the Zong is going mid. Because you got Fenrir jungle, you're going to run back the Medusa Serb bot, and Kakulin going solo. That's my guess. That's my best guess. And then, meanwhile, looking over here for Game 2 for Random Lake against Case. Random Lake's rocking an Apollo, a Morgan, Rat, Kuzenbo, and Shock. And Case Legends are rocking a Discordia, Cupid, Set, Guan Yu, and Sobek into Game 2. So, should be a pretty solid matchup there. So again, the winner of these games will go ahead and play in the state championship. If if say both games go 2-0 and we're able to finish early, hopefully we can go ahead and start a little bit early for the state championship if it goes best of 3. Just because, well, that would be nice. And then it doesn't push back some of our other games here as well. So I did try to buffer in essentially like 30 additional minutes here. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, game 2 in this best of 3 series. About to go ahead and get into a game here. Again, just from what I know about some of these positions, and again, I think that's going to be a Ravana jungle. Sun Wukong there, solo lane. I like the Sun Wukong into the Kukulin. Personally, I hate playing against Kukulin. I hate it. There is nothing that is more of a bane of my existence than having to play in solo lane against that. All right, we're starting to see everybody go ahead and get into the lobby here. Again, we'll keep an eye on initially what is bought. I'm guessing that we're going to see probably 3 sets of beads coming out for Clinton to deal with that Fenrir ultimate. I don't think Sun Wukong will take teleport this time. Again, we're going to see some early pressure out of that Kukulin. Most likely going to see blue, a refillable, and like 4 pots or 5 pots or something like that. There's the refillable. Come on, do it. Make me look cool like I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there they are. All right, so we do see that the blink is coming out. The TP is coming out here as well. Let's go ahead. We'll get our directed cam back out. And let's start to move some of y'all around. All right, there we go. We should be good now. Again, winner of this best of 3 series goes on to play in the state championship. And the winner, at the very least, will be taking home some silverware. I got the trophies in the mudroom right now. I got all state medals, all conference buttons. I got it all. I'm going to have to take a day off this week and just to ship everything around the state again. All right. So, Kukulin and Fenrir taking the pretty common path here. Nothing too crazy. Sun Wukong able to go ahead and take his own blue, though, and get to lane. So, looking to go ahead and try to probably get that early pressure. And see if, can go ahead and hit level 2 first. That should be relatively helpful in this pressure. Puff, great question. We had a meeting the other week with Epic Games, actually. they are going to start to give us some tools for Fortnite. So it could be something that we're working on here in the future, maybe if it's just like a couple small tournaments, but it is something that we're working on. Gotta love it when the developers help out. So, and again, if you weren't here at kind of like, I'll call it my pre-game show, thanks again to Hi-Rez for making this a much easier season. They hooked us up with a bunch of all God packs, gave out a bunch of Pandemonium Odin and Chibi Ra skins. It's really awesome. Really awesome for them helping us out. It means a lot. And then every team that got 5th through 8th, each player will go ahead and get 1,000 gems. 3rd and 4th place teams will get 2,000 gems. And then the 2nd place team will get 5,000 gems per player. 1st place will come home with 8,000 gems per player. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, the Kakulin, once he's especially able to get into his secondary form, it's just like, go ahead, kind of sit back under tower, because he's just going to keep bullying you. There's not much that you can do. So we'll need to see some healing cut coming out here from Clinton in order to deal with him later on. Again, nothing really stands out to me as far as differences here. Maybe that the Coom down there for support for Clinton looks like he's going to go ahead and try to build into Thebes right away, or maybe he's just able to go ahead and get that so he can. Ooh, that's a big chunk there from this Kakulin. Let's pop around here, see what we got going down. Fenrir just getting rid of those harpies. Again, the Coom there, I think, could probably just be building straight into Gauntlet of Thebes right away. We see Fenrir here is just starting to sneak over a little bit, maybe looking to find that first gank here onto the Cupid. Cupid's playing pretty passive because his support has gone to go help with red buff. And now we're going to go ahead and see, yep, nice job there. Fenrir just pops his little head around and it's like, okay, well, I see you, buddy. I see you. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my tower. Ooh, again, another big chunk here. Sun Wukong's got to be careful. Likes to go ahead and go for the ultimate cloud here because his jungler is here, and Creeping Frost, with the help of Ravana, they're able to go ahead and make that Sun Wukong pay just a little bit. And Sun Wukong's able to just go ahead and clear the wave. Looking to rotate, maybe go up, grab blue, come back down, grab totem, and then can go ahead and get that potentially last hit onto the Scorpion if it's still there. But I think Fenrir will be able to go ahead and take that then. And we see the oracles going down here. Kakulin's going to go ahead and rotate back into mid. Get those little archers up in that tornado. And, oh my goodness. All right, so Sun Wukong does have to go ahead and back there. Clinton, once again, out to a pretty decent little lead already here. At 5 minutes, they're at about 500. Kakulin up there proxying the wave here. So could be looking to put some more pressure down on this Sun Wukong, who's now going to go ahead and push up his wave. And we're seeing a lot of rotation together as a squad here for Clinton. Again, Sun Wukong just able to go ahead and kind of push up the wave themselves. Ravana's likely going to go ahead and find this Kakulin. Just both teams just focused on the jungle, letting everybody farm up, trying to get some of those items here. Again, here's one thing that I want to take a quick peek at, though, because this is what happened last game, too. Cupid goes for the Dev Gauntlets first, and Medusa elects to go for the Ninja Tabbies first. So a little bit of a difference between the two here. Nice little trade here from the Sun Wukong onto the Kakulin. Again, health pots ticking away for both of them. Fenrir's here, looking to go ahead and get onto the Sun Wukong. He's going up into the cloud. Oh, and here comes the rest of Clinton for a nice rotation, and Creeping Frost is going to get another. Sun Wukong looking to go in. Oh, going to go ahead and get dropped here by the Kakulin, and I mean, the Kakulin is just beefcake. Just beefcake when in that ultimate form. So able to go ahead and turn one back around onto the Sun Wukong. And we're going to see Kakulin, again, trying to come in, trying to do a little bit of bullying. And now here comes the rest of Muskego trying to go ahead and find a team fight. They know they're down Sun Wukong. Ooh, Kakulin finding Kakulin in the back line. Good lord, say that one 10 times fast. Sun Wukong's coming in here. This is maybe a bit of a thirsty play. You don't have your cloud. And Ravana is able to go ahead and get out there as well, but it does cost Coom his life there. Meanwhile, Cupid is just down there farming away. Able to go ahead and put enough pressure onto the Medusa that she has to back, so should be able to go ahead and get... Let's see here, there's our Cupid on 8. Alright, going to go ahead and get these oracles down. Again, Coom is just rotating here with the Kukulkan. Gotta watch the Kukulkan for the Kukulkan. It's just a bunch of gibberish coming out of my mouth at this point, saying those two together. Alright, we see the Fenrir rotating around here. Could be looking for the Cupid, but look at all of that vision that Clinton has. They're like, go ahead, Cupid, keep farming. Keep farming, we'll spend tons of money on wards just so we can keep you safe and you can just farm by yourself. Just sit down there, keep farming up. You already have a 1 level advantage over Medusa. You already have your completed Dev Gauntlet that's already got 32 stacks on it. Right? And I think probably the next time that Cupid looks to back, probably going to go ahead and have the enough for the Warrior Tabbies themselves. Again, you look at the gold difference here. We're up to about a 1,300 gold lead now for Clinton. Almost a 3K gold experience difference. So they're doing a really good job of just continuously putting pressure on these jungle camps. We see we could be seeing a little bit of a fight here. We got 4 members. We just got to be careful about where this Kakulin is going. Ooh, there's the knock-up. Fenrir's getting relatively low here. Kukulkan's going to go ahead and have to back. Big ultimates coming down here. The Serb ult is huge. I don't think it's going to amount to much here. Again, the Sun Wukong has to use the ultimate to get out. Great engage there from the Serb. That was a, 3-man ulti there? I think the only one that wasn't into that was the either the Ravana or the Kukulkan, because they were into the back line. So that type of pressure now. Ooh, solo kill. Oh, let's see here. All right, about 10 minutes. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Try to get at least pretty close to where we were here. I think we got to be pretty close to about this point here, so we'll take a quick peek to see how Cupid's able to go ahead and get this 1v1 here. Make sure that we zoom out and get to see the play itself. Ooh, Cupid ultimate. Oh, then that's essentially all she wrote. Nice job there by the Cupid. Oh, my goodness, look at that zoom. Get to see the whole map here. I like it. If only it would just stay zoomed out. All right, Kukulkan pinging 11 there. It's a pretty big milestone. We do see that Cupid down here able to go ahead and get that turret. And just, I think we just got to keep the camera sitting over here on Kukulkan versus Sun Wukong, because these two are just trading all day here in solo. We're going to see a little bit of a jockey here. Again, I think it's just going to be oracles here. There's no point. I don't think that's an objective that you really fight over. But again, it's just one more thing that Clinton keeps. They're finding their objectives. They're rotating, finding objectives. Looks like Sun Wukong's able to go ahead and crash at least one wave into that turret. So I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to amount to like a level difference or anything like that. But it's at least something. Cupid could be looking for another like 1v1 here. Has a 3-level advantage over this Medusa. So that's big. Cupid's going to go ahead and elect a back. They saw 2 members of Muskego coming over that ward there, just over the mid lane. And it does look like that's going to be the Pyromancer call there from Clinton. They saw 3 members on the left side of the map, and so that means free Pyro. Could be looking to rotate now, because usually the standard play is if you know that Pyro is down, that means that you go gold. But it doesn't look like Muskego is rotating for that. All right. Cupid's finding this Medusa. I don't think it's going to be much, though. Just going to, just get back to lane. Again, already has that transformed Dev Gaunt, has the completed Ninja Tabbies now, and has an Executioner. Uh-oh. I mean, that's an alt, but that's, I mean, Cupid's going to have to get back. But there are members of his squad here. So we could be seeing a team fight here coming out. Kukulkan's going to go and get hit. There's some CC. And there's the Kukulkan ult coming into the back line. So nice job there. Koom hitting the Serb way up into the air, so he's not able to go ahead and help. Ravana is able to go ahead and get down the mid there for Muskego. And oh, Kukulkan. Good lord. All right, and that's going to be a free Gold Fury here. That is a team wipe there for Clinton. So this should be a free Gold Fury. They may just look to go ahead and back here, and then maybe. I don't think they're going to go Fire Giant. Just clear out all the jungle camps, and then maybe look to put some pressure on some of these tier 1s. Like Sun Wukong here has a pretty big wave that could probably crash in. Again, it does look like that's the call. Sun Wukong maybe go down and steal the blue, but it looks like just going for the wave. I think that's probably the smarter call. What do I know? I'm just a talking head at this point. And because of that team fight there, Clinton has been able to go ahead and extend their gold lead to over 5,000. right? Their experience lead is getting close to 9,000 at this point. That's a huge differential. Just take a quick peek at look at some of the levels. You see Medusa is down by 3. Zong is down 2 to the Kukulkan. Fenrir's down 1 to the Ravana. And even Kukulin is down 1 to this Sun Wukong. And then the support difference isn't huge, but Serb down 2 levels. So again, every single member right now has at least 1 to 2 levels over their counterpart. And that's huge. Sun Wukong going into the Kukulin. And again, not much. Just you know. Just like yesterday in our joust game, we called that just kind of like a wet noodle fight, to where you're both just smacking each other around. Neither one is losing health very quickly. Ravana's going to go ahead and back there. We take a quick peek here into the mid lane. And I think Muskego's doing the right thing here too. They're trying to get their mid laner anywhere where there's EXP up on the map. They're trying to rotate him to buffs, wait for him for waves, just so that he is able to go ahead and at least get some of that experience points. Because they want to try to help close some of that gap there in mid. You're going to need him and the damage in order to go ahead and make some of these team fights happen. You want to make sure that you have the damage dealer. Kukulin here, finding all 4 members. And Kukulin into the backline here. There's the Kukulkan ult. It's not able to go ahead and get anything. But again, this is a pretty big team fight here. And Kukulin doing Kukulin things here. Sun Wukong looking for the mid laner here. I don't think it's going to be enough. Oh, Cupid's dangerously low. Kukulin is able to go ahead and find it there. And Medusa now looking for the kill. And that is Muskego answering, taking a team wipe of their own. So it's a 5v3, or it's a 5-4-3, I should say. And that is worth. I just don't know if they have enough damage here for the Fire Giant. Yeah, take the Pyro. That's totally fine. Call that a consolation prize if you want to. But again, that just took the gold differential down a lot. It closed the experience gap. And even this Pyro seems to be given a little bit of trouble, but they can go ahead and secure it. This Kukulin, pretty beefy. 6-2-2 at this point. And is closing in on full build here too. This is... I think they're going to sneak this. I think they're going to be able to go ahead and sneak a Fire Giant. Oh, here comes the Kukulkan. They're able to go ahead and get it, but now they need to go ahead and either retreat or turn this team fight. I don't think they got enough in order to turn the team fight. Just need to get out, get members out, so that way they can go ahead and just siege somewhere else. Kukulin looking for the play here. Oh, Cupid gets him. Gets him 1. Is that going to be enough? Oh, should you have stayed? The Fenrir gets down the Cupid 1. There's another one going down. Kukulin taking turret shots. This is a huge team fight. The Serb ult is there as well. Oh. 2 members of Clinton able to go ahead and get out with the Fire Giant buff. Oh. Great job there by Muskego, sniffing out the play there. And again, that is a worth it trade there. You get 3 members down for Clinton. You get into the back line. That Kukulin is just wrecking the back line of Clinton. Like, the second that he jumps into the back, they're half health as soon as he just dives in. And that's going to be huge. Like, how do you answer this Kukulin because, I mean, your Cupid and your Kukulkan in the back line can't do much. You have your Coom trying to sit on and protect that back line, because ultimately that's the only way that they're going to be able to turn some of these team fights around is if this Coom is able to go ahead and just ult the Kukulkan and knock him up into the air. So he is not in the team fight for 2 or 2.5 seconds or something absurd. That maybe that's enough time then for Clinton to go ahead and turn these team fights, and then all of a sudden you have 5 members for 1 Kukulkan. But even the Kukulkan, giant beefcake, right? And so can you have enough damage to be able to go ahead and get that done as well? Looks like Ravana is kind of a little bit overextended here. And we could be seeing another team fight coming out already. We got teams thirsty for blood here. And we just got to keep an eye on wherever this Kukulkan is. So we see Sun Wukong is coming down. We're going to see a lesser-known tribal dance here, known as the Primal Fury Shuffle. Much like the Fire Giant dance. Again, both teams will just dance around, looking for positioning. Kukulkan going into the back line. Again, here's that team play. Kukulkan not able to go ahead and get one. Fenrir gets another. Cupid is going to be chased down here by the Fenrir. Gets picked up by the Fenrir. Pops the beads. Dives under the tower. Not able to do enough here. This Kukulkan is saving the game for Muskego here. Just so far ahead. Not able to do much. There's the blink coming out. I don't know if the Sun Wukong just has enough shred available that he can go ahead and just take down this Kukulkan and Fenrir. So again, it's a 2-for-2 team fight. And again, Ravana and Sun Wukong both still have Fire Giant buff. So that is at least helping them in these team fights. But my goodness. Great job by Muskego targeting the back line, constantly not allowing the Kukulkan or the Cupid to deal enough damage. Now that Kukulkan landed a clean ult, able to go ahead and get down the back line for Muskego right away. And that helped the team fight. However, right, Kukulkan and Fenrir are able to do the exact same thing to the Clinton backline. Huge swing. Huge swing. This one, even with a 4,000 gold lead, right? And again, we take a quick peek at some of this differential here. Gold lead is diminishing. The experience lead is cut in half, essentially, from about, 4 or 5 minutes ago. So this is kind of a scary point here. Again, just take a quick look at some of this gold gain here and EXP gain. Kukulkan at 730 experience per minute. That's 50 more than the Sun Wukong in lane. Now, granted, they both just dinged 20, but that is some damage. Look at that damage. 25,000 player damage from the Kukulkan. 25,000. That's massive. Absolutely massive. All right, Sun Wukong starts up the pyro. Just leashes it. Looks like it's going to go ahead and reset here. Because, again, they're looking for another team fight. Now, the question is, do you just let Cupid go here? So you just keep dancing. Don't engage. Keep your carry safe. Right? And if you're just going to keep dancing around for some of this, then Cupid's going to be down here and he's going to be just poking tower. Right? So now the call is, do you go pyro? You're going to lose tier 2. Or does somebody need to back here and answer this Cupid? And I think this is the right call. This is a very good adaptation here from Clinton. Clinton knows that they can't really do much about this Kukulkan right now. The only thing that they can really do is to continue putting pressure on the map. And there you go. Fenrir has to back and deal with this Cupid. They're going to leave Kukulkan there, and Clinton's able to go ahead and get the tower. Nice Kukulkan ultimate on the Kukulkan. So that way he's at least nice stun there too. Ravana's going to go ahead and have to jump back in there. And I think Sun Wukong, and there you go. Right? You were able to get the objective. You got the tier 2 turret. That's a very good adaptation coming from Clinton. You didn't take the team fight. You used all of your ultimates defensively. right? And you come away with objectives. That's the whole point of this game. It's not PvP all the time. It's PvE, right? But I mean, now you got 5 members. Sir blinking in here. All right, so this is spicy. This is very spicy. All right, looking over, it looks like Random Lake just secured game 2 over Case Legend. So Random Lake coming into the final. Ooh, the Kukulkan again getting caught out here, and the Fenrir's here as well, and that's a cheeky play there. And so now Muskego has the ability to just go ahead and just run this one down basically without them there. Coombs dashing in. I mean, I'm seeing some physical debuffs here. I don't see much healing reduction. I mean, that's really nice. Everybody's taking the Ansile. I mean, I know they were talking about nerfing it, but it doesn't look like it's nerfed enough in order to make that much of a difference. I see the Coombe does have the Pestilence, so little bit of healing reduction there, but I don't necessarily know what else that you build in order to stop some of this Kukulkan madness. And I again, we keep taking just a look to see what is available on the map in order to take. There's really not much other than some just pretty generic, like, jungle buff camps. Or just, you know, EXP camps. And we're going to see another jockey here for another fight. If this is a 5v5, whoever wins this one is taking the Fire Giant. Like, that's it. And at least the beauty of when Kukulkan gets to 20, you know he's capped. You know he's capped. So there's not much else that he can do at this point to continue growing stronger. He's just kind of capped out. But your Cupid really only, well, I guess he could upgrade his blue, right? But almost everybody is getting to their full build points. And so what are you going to do? And it looks like Muskego is electing to go ahead and get for this tier 1 solo lane tower, which means that Clinton has to rotate to protect their tier 2. If they go ahead, they want to rotate off of this, they could easily do that. But again, where are they going to go? They can go for the fire. Oh my god, Kukulkan just into the back line. But Cupid with a nice snare there. The Kukulkan ult coming in. But this Cerberus ult is huge. Absolutely huge. And there is nothing that this Cupid can do against this Kukulkan, sorry. Oh, at least gets one back there. Sun Wukong looking for a play here. Coombe looking for a knockup. I don't think he's going to be able to go ahead and find it. Sun Wukong looking for the mid. Gets the mid down. There's a nice stun to the Fenrir. Oh, Sun Wukong looking for it. Not able to go ahead and find it. So it's a 3-for-3 trade here. Again, what answer is there to the Kukulkan? Kukulkan? Yeah. I'm right. All right, this is just going to be jungle buff retakes here. Again, a lot of vision there for Clinton around the Fire Giant. Red buff's up for everybody. Purple's up. Attack speeds are only up for Muskego. Blue buff's only up for Muskego as well. Again, we have some greater Scorpions available. Now we have Pyro available. Is that something that you want to try to get another team fight over? I don't know. I don't know if you're Clinton. I don't know. I don't know. Well, our Kukulkan looking to kind of rotate behind here. Maybe just getting some vision. I can't necessarily tell on the mini-map right now, but... Ooh, the Ravana and the Sun Wukong at least trying to ping him down. The Kukulkan ult coming down, but not able to find anything. And oh, here we go. They look like they are just aiming straight for the Kukulkan. Sun Wukong or Ravana ult here. This is kind of risky diving under this turret here, and there comes the Cerberus ult here as well. The Cupid ult coming down, and now Kukulkan has transformed. Not enough. That's there. Sun Wukong into the backline. Gonna go ahead and ooh, gets out with his life. Oh, barely. That's huge. Cupid 2 able to at least go ahead and get some back there with Fenrir down here. Does Clinton look to go for the Fire Giant? Question mark? No, they're just going to back. They're going to heal. They do know that Kukulkan is still up. Do they go Primal? Or was that Oni down there? Or are they just going to go ahead and run for the Fire Giant? This is a this is a do or die team fight right here. Sun Wukong starting it up. Members of Muskego are here. Cupid pretty far behind here. They do elect to go ahead and pull off the Fire Giant. Look to go for the Pyromancer instead. It's a safer call, and the Kukulkan ult's like, yeah, I'm securing this. I'm not giving you a chance to dive in here and just, you know, jump in Kukulkan and hit your rage or whatever. I think that's the right play. I think that just take the objective that's there. Again, continue to keep trying to spread some of this out. It's a lot. This is a lot. This is close. And here we go. We see the Dance of the Fire Giant once again. First time this game, but the very standard Fire Giant dance. An ageless tradition. Keep an eye at the Ravana. Ooh, that's a good poke down there on the Kukulkan. And now the Medusa's caught out. That could be big. Sun Wukong, they're all going in now. They're onto the back line here. And here comes Kukulkan. We have to keep an eye on wherever Kukulkan is. Essentially, that is it for me. Like, where is he at? Sun Wukong gonna go ahead and go down. There's the Kukulkan ult, able to go ahead and get one down there as well. So that is a 1-4-2 trade, right? And it's Sun Wukong, so you still have a couple members. They have their eyes set on the Fire Giant now. Coombs going to go ahead and just start it up here. Kukulkan, let's go. Let's go ahead and watch it. Half health here. Dancing around, looking for the potential steal. Going for the 50. Going for the 50. Not able to get it. I think that's going to go ahead and be Clinton now with the regen. That they may be able to go ahead and walk this one down mid lane and secure game 2 and send themselves to the state finals for Smite. Look at the timers there. 42 seconds left on the Kukulkan. We see the TP coming in here from the Sun Wukong. They have Fire Giant. They're going to be sieging this Phoenix. I think they're looking to end. They have to be looking to end. They are looking to end. They're onto the Titan. They're not going for it. Or are they waiting for the wave? No, they're going to go ahead and they're going to take the other Phoenix. And they're going to take 2 Phoenixes instead. And then look to, I'm guessing, back here. I don't know if that's the call, but I don't know. I would have been greedy. I would have been greedy and just gone for the Titan. Like, you know, the Kukulkan's down. He is your biggest threat in this whole match. And now you give him the opportunity to, once again, potentially come in and play spoiler. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you're right. It is the safe play. Safe play, take the objectives, continue to get whatever you can, and now we're going to see all the power-up gems and everything like that coming through. They're just big plays. Big plays. And that's Clinton's got 4 members with Fire Giant buff. And so they're going to have to push out some of these waves and get a wave to crash for the team fight. Like, they have to find somewhere to be putting pressure, because now Muskego's done a good job. They've pushed out waves at least to mid-map, basically, right? So with that, they can at least hold out for a little bit. Again, they're just going to go ahead and keep pushing these waves out. You can see there are some buffed minion waves coming through. Looks like Clinton is kind of sitting around this Pyro, looking to go ahead and at least take the Pyro. Kukulkan, that's a little risky there, bud. You know, Kukulkan, if he finds you on the back line, he's not going to be friendly for you. And so just kind of rolling around there, that's a risky call. I will say, though, there we go. There we go. We're starting to see him group here on the bot side. Here come the pings. This could be the team fight that we see here over this final Phoenix. And that is the Fire Giant buff is down now. So their ability to siege has just disappeared. Well, I shouldn't say disappeared, but it is not what it was 2 minutes ago. Again, take a quick peek here. Gold differential at 15,000. EXP difference up to nearly 16,000. There's a big difference. The problem is Kukulkan. Kukulkan is your problem. That if the Kukulkan jumping in, and then you're so worried about him that the Serb comes in, drops a big ult down. Now, they have all 3 beads up. They have 2 Aegis up. But, like, is that what you're looking for? Fenrir goes down, so now it's a 4v5. Here comes Koom. Here comes Sun Wukong. Looking into the back line. The Kukulkan ult down here. Cupid getting picked out down here into the back line. Ravana able to get one, but again, whoo, that's a big fight. That's a big fight. Sun Wukong gonna have to go run for his life now. You got Fenrir. The TP. Oh my goodness, the TP saves him. What a lucky move. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is big. Let's see here. I mean, timers are relatively the same. The Medusa is going to be the last one to spawn here. But, I mean, you can easily see, again, another team fight going just directly to Fire Giant right now. Again, all of those power gems coming up. A nice $500 gold purchase there. Again, Medusa's also up now. Yeah, clip that. Send me those clips. Anything big, send me them clips. Okay. I mean, the two Phoenixes still have a good chunk before they respawn here. But again, we're going to see Fire Giant fight. Sun Wukong's going to go ahead and find this Kakulin, and I think just try to bully him off and away. But that at least now alerts all of Muskego that that's where they are. All right, Sun Wukong doing his darndest, and same with Kukulkan, just trying to keep some pressure off. So this is again going to be another Fire Giant now, going over to Clinton. All right, does Clinton have it? Does Clinton have? Do they have enough of a coordinated team fight to stop Muskego's defense? I'm not even going to say offense here, but do they have enough to break through this Muskego defense? That is the $1 million question here. Kukulin, the Serb ult into the back line. Into the back line, the Kukulin ult coming in here as well. There's a nice knockup, but again, there is just no answer for this backline damage of this Fenrir and this Kukulin. Even Fire Giant is not enough right now. Two Fire Giant fights is not enough right now in order to stop Muskego. Again, Fire Giant buffs are not enough to stop Muskego right now. That is massive. Sun Wukong is at least pushing these waves, trying to put some at least pressure down. And again, looks like they're making a call for potentially a Pyromancer, but it looks like they're just going to go ahead and back. We are closing in on a 50-minute game 2. If this goes 3, our schedule is now pushed back. Everybody is 20. Everybody is full build. This is just gonna be huge. Gonna be huge. Sun Wukong putting some pressure down onto the waves, trying to go ahead and get something to crash. All right. Again, 3 members still here with Fire Giant, so they have the sustain if they wanted to go ahead and try to put some of this pressure down. But same story that you've heard from me for the last 15 minutes. Kukulin Serb ult. So let's take a look. All ults are up. Serb ult into the back. Fenrir into the back. Sun Wukong trying to go ahead and at least get down the Medusa. But I don't think it's going to be enough. Again, Sun Wukong at least now able to go ahead and try to get some pressure down here, but it is going to cost him his life. And Muskego turn another fight. They turn another fight. At a certain point here, the respawn timers are just so big. There's no way that Clinton's going to be able to go ahead and respawn to be able to go ahead and get to defend anything. Like right now, you got 40 seconds. The only thing that I could think is if Sun Wukong wants to go ahead and TP to a ward when they know like it's getting close to like a base race. And if that happens, I'm going to be stoked. That ward is there. So, I mean, if they're going to go for it, do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Pop the trunk. Do it. And the Fire Giant buff is once again worn off. So it looks like now Clinton may be saying, all right, Fire Giant's not up. Let's go to the other side of the map. Let's try something different here. Let's go for the Oni Fury. Which, again, that should be helpful for minions here. And Clinton's rotating over to go ahead and just keep taking these objectives. You're just gonna... But again... Oh, never mind. We're going to see another Fire Giant. Another Fire Giant siege. And is there enough in the tank? I will say this is, you know, it's at least an uncontested one. Because you have Medusa and Fenrir in that side lane. Not keeping an eye on the map. And so this is going to be an uncontested Fire Giant now. And that's... To me, that's a scary thing. Like, you've pushed out the waves... And you see Sun Wukong is already like, yep, I'm running her down. That's it. Let's end this. I got Fire Giant buff for a third time. And that Phoenix should be going down. There's the Kukulkan ult. But again, Kukulkan and Serb into the back line. At least they didn't get the Cupid this time. That is going to be huge. Not getting the Cupid could be ending this game. And that should be all she wrote. This should be Clinton moving to the finals to play against Random Lake in the first Wisconsin high school Smite Championship. And see Cupid poking on it, popping it. That's it. What a game 2. Going 47 minutes. Well done, Clinton. Well done taking down the 1 seed Muskego. They hadn't lost a game all season. And you took them in a clean sweep of 2. Well done. Well done. I am going to need a quick break. And then we will be right back. It does look like, hey, we are ahead of schedule now. So because Clinton able to go ahead and secure that win, we are still ahead of schedule. And that, not that I wouldn't have liked to see that go to a game 3, but goodness. We had 3 Fire Giants. We had a Kukulkan doing, how much damage did he do? How much player damage? 54,000 damage. NBD. Kukulkan did more damage than Cupid, Ravana, and Coom combined. The Kukulkan was a one-man wrecking ball into that backline. And the only thing that I think saved Clinton on that last team fight from potentially throwing again is Cupid used the beads on the Cerberus ult and then wasn't in range for the Kukulkan. And that was it. Like that, out of all 3 Fire Giant sieges, 1 out of 3 times they were able to save the Cupid. And because of that, they're going on to the state final. So, awesome. Awesome sauce. Extra awesome. All right, so that is Clinton taking game 2, taking the series. Let me go ahead and get my kind of set up here. Get Random Lake all set up in here. Oops. All right. Cool, 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 cool. Let me go ahead and update our stream. All right. Yeah, give me a minute. I got to stretch. I got to go use the restroom. I need a whole nother water bottle after I drank a whole one just in that match. So I will be right back. I'm sure the players need a quick break for Clinton as well after that epic series. So BRB real quick. Again, make sure that you check out our all-state and all-conference team. So, I mean, it makes sense that, you know, we're seeing some of the best in the championship. So I will BRB in just a couple minutes. All right, so it does sound like we're going to take a quick break. We're going to call it like 10 minutes. The kids are going to get some food and take a quick break. So, yeah, so it'll be just a couple of minutes. So thanks for bearing with us as we transition after that series. So BRB. All right, I think we are getting close to getting back into the lobby here. I'm just coordinating right now with the coaches to make sure that everything is up and running. I do want to give a shout out here to people that have helped make this what it is this season. So again, big shout out to High Res for helping us out with all of the All God packs, the skins to give away, and the gems here for the tournament. Really appreciate that. Carroll Esports, big shout out to them in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and their esports team. In the fall, they gave us some shirts and masks to give away. They're going to be streaming a couple matches for us when Rocket League starts up here in a couple of hours. Gravity Gaming has been absolutely massive this year as well. They've been super helpful, donating equipment and donating prizes. And then shout out to the local Bucks Gaming as well here in Milwaukee, donating shirts and prizes and stuff too to be helpful. And then I want to give a quick shout out to in the fall, FE Premier Furniture donated to our sportsmanship award and just helped out a ton. So quick little shout out to them here.
Hi, my name is Paul Gandrud, and I am the project consultant for Premier Furniture and Equipment. Along with my manufacturing partners, Wisconsin Bench and Foam Core, we're very happy to be part of your Wisconsin Esports Association. We're working on some really exciting designs for esports, and we're really excited to be able to show you some of the designs.
All right, we are about to go ahead and get into the lobby here. Let's see here. All right, we are working on getting the lobby set up, so that means we are about to get in and underway of our first ever Smite State Champion. Let's go. And let's make this just a wee bit smaller. All right, so Random Lake, it does sound like, is going to be taking the order side of things. All right, we'll get a prediction going here as well, so you can go ahead and cast your vote. Who do you think is going to come out on top and win the first state championship? Is it going to be the Random Lake Rams or the Clinton Cougars? Both of these programs will be taking home a nice little piece of silverware for their trophy cabinet. The winner will then also get some first place medals as well. I'm really excited. This is a great way to go ahead and start the state championship day. And epic game 2. Yeah, sorry. I haven't had time to be streaming regularly like I do in the past. working on getting some internships built for next fall so we can actually have student interns that'll be streaming matches of the week here on this channel. I've just been so busy this year going back to teaching, and I just haven't found the time to be streaming every game. So all right, looks like they're in the match lobby here, so we should be getting into draft here in just a minute. Again, don't forget to go ahead and join us today too. Starting at about 2 o'clock here, we'll have on this channel, we'll have Elkhorn versus Wausau West for Division 1 Rocket League. Over on Waukegan 11, we'll have Whitnall versus Spash. Again, Whitnall upset the 3 seed Menominee Falls, and then they upset the 2 seed Waukesha West. And now we'll see if they can go ahead and do the trifecta and upset Spash in order to make it to the D1 state championship. Also over on at 3 o'clock on Waukegan, we'll have Edgewood versus Port Washington. And then our friends over at Carroll University are again helping us out today. They'll be streaming Two Rivers against Wisconsin Lutheran. And then at 4 o'clock, they'll be doing Stratford versus Winnebago Lutheran. So again, we still have quite a bit coming up today. So hopefully we'll be getting into this game here too momentarily. And yeah, going to be a full day of streaming. I'm hoping that we wrap it up by 6. I'm going to be so just sore from talking all day that I'm just going to sit in silence on the couch. I'm going to watch some soccer this evening. The Rowdies are playing at 6:30. So if we can be done by 6:30 so I can watch the Rowdies. And then at 9 o'clock, Forward Madison plays their first game of the season against FC Tucson. So as much as I love video games, I will be happy to sit on the couch the rest of the evening watching soccer. Speaking of, I need to check my fantasy Premier League team. I'm not doing terrible so far. I will have the D1 game for Elkhorn versus Wausau West, and then all state championship games will be on this channel here. The other ones here, I'll actually just pull it up. So Waukegan will have these 3 semifinal games, and then Carroll University's esports team will be streaming on their channel as well. So here you can see up top here which channels that they will go ahead and be streamed on. So all right. Yeah, I can do that for you. So you have that one. And you have that one. And I mean, if you really want to, there's even the full schedule for you. All right, looks like they are getting into the lobby, so we should be starting here in just a minute. Well, who knows? Maybe like, I don't know, 2-3 minutes? I don't know. Regardless, we are about to get underway with our first state championship. All right, All right, I think we're about to get in, so 2 seconds. All right, here we go. Locking them in. Ah, I see Clinton wants the Kukulin this time. And the Janus. And we're seeing Random Lake locking in the Ymir, the Heimdallr. And the survey says... Yeah, Clinton won game 2. This is the state final. It was an epic game 2, to say the least. Just an epic game 2. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and see the Scylla locked in mid here. Looks like Clinton heavily banning out the jungle picks. Ooh, well, I guess the Scylla's technically not locked in yet, but... All right, there we go. Now it's locked in. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me blush. All right, and there's the keep it locked in. More jungle bans coming out here for Clinton, getting rid of the Loki as well. So they are really just target banning probably just one individual here. And then they're going to go ahead and get rid of the Bologna. Meanwhile, Random Lake gets rid of the Athena and Sobek support options as well. So, I mean, going into the Ymir, I can understand why they're getting rid of both Athena and Sobek. I mean, we saw the Serb was really good last time. The Fenrir being locked in for Clinton here. Gonna see the Achilles coming out. I've been hearing some some OP rumblings about Achilles up there in the old solo lane. But we'll see what Sean of the Dadded. What do you mean update scores? It's 0-0 right now. RTO's getting locked in. Ooh, and maybe a little switch up here onto the Nike. It should be 0-0. This is Clinton won game 2 of the semifinals to go 2-0 over Muskego. So this is now the state championship between Random Lake and Clinton on game 1. All right, so the Nike lock in there as well. Little indecisiveness, it seems, from Random Lake about what they're doing here. All right, and we see the old Bacchus. Been loving the Bacchus. A lot of fun. Drinking your jugs, jumping into the back line, belching on people. The only thing I wish he could do is fart. That would just make him a perfect god. Well, I mean, they could lock him in right now. Unless they just want to just make him think. There we go. All right. God, look at that. He's just a perfect specimen. So I like the Nike matchup into the Kukulin. It's kind of like what we saw previously with that Sun Wukong going into the Kukulin. Scylla into the Janus. I think that's pretty typical. Pretty meta picks. I like the Heimdallr pick because Kukulin jumps on you. You send him to Valhalla. Like, that's it. Right? Just see ya. So I like that pick in order to try to negate that Kukulin jumping in on the back line like we saw Clinton going up against Muskego. I like the CC from the Ymir as well in order to stop people coming forward, like the Bacchus, like the Fenrir. Again, it's for me, a lot of this is how can you protect your backline against the Kukulin, Fenrir engage. Right? And that's, to me, that's the biggest question mark is how are you going to be able to execute to save your damage? That's it. That's my biggest question mark. Like after watching that last 50-minute game between Clinton and Muskego, Kukulin is just disgusting. So, and I mean, it didn't work for Muskego, but it worked for Muskego 2 out of 3 times. So, Random Lake's got to go ahead and watch that. I personally like the CC coming out of Clinton. So, I mean, we're going to have Fenrir. We're going to have Bacchus. To an extent, you're going to have Cupid. You have the Janus. Like, there's tons of it. So Random Lake is going to need to buy a lot of beads. I will be curious if Creeping Frost continues to bring teleport in these matchups. It worked in his favor in game 2 with that super cheeky like TP out to safety. Like it worked. But again, like it becomes one of those things like what else would be more beneficial? Like if you've locked into that TP come late game, you're down a relic basically, and what are you going to contribute? So to me it's the only downside to TP. Early game makes sense. Early game makes sense. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, I'm not even going to look at my prediction outcome here, but I'm pretty sure chat's heavily in favor of Random Lake. Looking at some of those common names that I've seen down there, and it does look like it's 87 to 13 in favor of Random Lake there, but it's all right. I've gambled big on other streamers' streams, and I've come out ahead, so. All right, we'll get them in here. Take a quick peek at some of the items right away here. Again, I think Janus and Scylla are going to come out with the same ones. Ymir and Bacchus should be coming out with the same. Looks like Scylla's going with the Hourglass to start. Sands of Time. Sounds like a good like soap opera. All right, so let's go ahead and there we go. All right, so we are underway here. Oh man, now that I got this zoom, I feel like a pro. I feel like a pro caster at this point. SPL, sign me. Sign me to one of those big lucrative contracts. Just you know, just DM me if you need to. I'll take the contract. All right, nothing overly crazy here. Just real quick, let me quick tab out. All right, so sorry, just making sure everything is all set up and good to go here. So early trade here onto the Bacchus, and I think that's the early pressure of the Heim Ymir. You get that early CC chain coming down from the Ymir, and then you just get the damage coming down from the Heim. Let's see here. Who's on my 0? Is it going to be Artio? Ooh, Nike's got to be careful here, taking some of that early damage, and that's going to be Creeping Frost taking one down on the Nike. That's what I was worried about. Kukulin. Just Kukulin. Just get rid of him from the game. He is just a hard pass. So again, Nike now here needing to be relatively careful. Able to get back into lane. But once again, take a look. Kukulin's got that TP. Creeping Frost has taken that TP every single game so far. Not to say it's a bad thing that it works. It's definitely worked in his favor more times than it hasn't. But it's just one of those small little things. Ooh, there's a nice ice wall from Ymir. Looking for the freeze, able to go ahead and get it. There's a good chunk of damage down onto the Cupid. Right? And that's all you're really looking for. You're not looking potentially for all of the kills. Artio going in on the Kukulin. Ooh, Nike not able to land her 3 smashes on her 1. Could have been close, though. But again, that's enough damage now in order to go ahead and force Kukulin to back. So Nike can go ahead and get caught up a little bit. But again, Kukulin packing that TP right back to lane. There you go. This is a good play, though, here. Again, choking out early resources. It's not that Kukulin needs it. Nice leap over there. Kukulin in the ultimate form here is is a giant pain in the butt. You must respect it. Must respect the ultimate, or the transformation, I should say. And Nike at least does a really good job of clearing some of these waves as well. So if we kind of pop around here. Again, for right now, yeah, Nike's just going to get bullied. And it's just basically one of those things you have to sit and wait under tower. You wait for a wave to crash and hope it's not a big wave, because otherwise Kakulin is he's gonna dive you and he's gonna kill you. And again, it's why I don't like laning against Kakulin. Even if you play as somebody that's got like range, like say like Shock, like I still feel like he tower dives me all the time, and there's nothing I can do against a Kakulin. All right, take a peek over here into the duo lane. Ymir pushing up here. Ooh, there's the ice wall. Ooh, not able to go ahead and get the old free CC down there. So nice attempt there, though, from the Random Lake carry and support. Let's see here. Where's our mid? There's our mid. So again, this Scylla has died once so far, but it doesn't look like it's much. Ooh, could be looking at the Scylla and the RTO. Just trying to block the portal. Fenrir's here as well, and nice beads there. RTO. Oh, not able to go ahead and find the Scylla ult for Random Lake. Nice job, but here comes Kakulin into the back line, doing Kakulin things, trying to find the Scylla. Scylla's running. RTO's trying to run here as well. Woo! Just barely misses from the Janus. Oh, that was close. That would have been a huge swing there for Clinton. But it is going to go ahead and allow them to take the red buff away and give it to Kakulin. Not that he needs a damage buff right now, but, you know, that's fine. And then that's going to go ahead and then be Oracles here for Clinton. So, good trade here. Really close call from Random Lake there in the mid, but overall, good job. Ooh, Janus getting back over to lane there. Again, trying to keep an eye on the state of the map. Despite losing that early level 1 there, or I guess level 2, I should say, Nike's done a pretty good job. That as Kakulin rotated, she shoved up Wayne. I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying Janus like it looks, because I know it's a pet peeve of some of my students. So Chubby Unicorn in the chat would understand what I'm talking about right now. All right, not too much. Kakulin again here, proxying the wave. What is he, 5? Goodness. All right, so proxying the wave there. This is smart. This is probably going to then go ahead and set up for a bit of a tower dive situation. Nike dangerously low already. Going to go ahead and use the ultimate here. I think that had to have been more so from a defensive standpoint, because again, there's not much that you're going to be able to do against this Kakulin. And now here in the mid. All right. Bacchus rotating. Ymir's here. Heimdallr's doing a pretty good job there of getting a little bit ahead of Cupid. Again, just an observation. Again, Cupid elects to go ahead and start and complete the dev first. Meanwhile, the counterpart elects to go with the warrior or the ninja tabbies first. This has been just a constant change that we've seen, or a constant difference between the way that the Clinton carry has been building versus his enemy carry that he's up against. From what I've seen, and it's a very small sample size of 2, right? But essentially, Cupid is 2-0 in their games, and from this build path. Now the level it does look is a little bit lower from what I saw. Yeah, Heim just clips to 9 there. So again, both squads here just playing relatively kind of passive right now after those early game kills by both sides. Right now, Random Lake has just like a 400 gold lead, so it's not like we're talking anything completely drastic. EXP is extremely close here as well. If we take a quick peek at some of the gold that's available here too. I mean, right now Nike's doing a pretty good job of actually getting more experience points. Ooh, able to go ahead and get a kill over there for the Heim. So let's see here. Heim. Ooh, and that's going to be first tower. So that's actually, let's back it up here. And we'll fast forward here onto the Heim. Keep an eye here on the Heim dollar. Looking for it. What you can't see is there is a turret there. Nice job just getting some poke down onto this Cupid. Oh, Cupid stepped up, and the Heimdallr sends him on to Valhalla and is able to just go ahead and snipe him down there as soon as he lands onto the ground. So great job there coming out from the Heimdallr and the 1v1 in the solo lane. Make sure we get our proper up. Kukulin again down there just proxying that wave, and then continuously, I'm going to say counter jungling, but again just making sure that those waves keep crashing in their direction. I really like this play because this is going to keep continuously. Could be seeing a little bit of a team fight here. Ooh, there's a nice freeze. Scylla ult not able to find it, but that is a solid Ymir wall. That is all ice, baby. Ooh, Kukulin TP's in. RTO relatively low here. Gonna go ahead and try to... Oh, Kukulin just misses the RTO. But, ooh, drops the big ultimate there. Ooh, might have gotten a little bit too much there. Ymir ult onto the Kukulin, not enough. Scylla's trying to push forward. She's able to at least get one here. So a little bit of back and forth trading there, and ultimately Random Lake comes out on top. Looks like getting essentially 2 there. So it's a 2-for-1 trade. You take those trades. But the biggest thing that trade does, though, is then that gives Random Lake a little bit more of a gold lead. So it swings in favor now to Random Lake of about, what, 1,200? 1,700 now. So the EXP is starting to slightly grow in favor of the Rams. All right, so again, we take a quick peek here at some of these stats. These big old stats. Gold per minute here. I mean, it's relatively even across there. The experience per minute, nothing overly stands out. You know, everybody's pretty close, within 20 to 30. Nike just trying to drop Kukulin into the tower using her shield. And now she can just continue to go ahead and just push out waves. Ooh, Heimdallr able to go ahead and get one more back. Fenrir able to go ahead and find one here as well. Ooh, looking for the Janus. Fenrir dives in, but not going to find anything there. Ooh, Kukulin coming in down here in the ulti form. Ooh, there's a nice turnaround. Bach is able to go ahead and dive out. Kukulin looking to try to get this Heimdall, but Heimdall is able to go ahead and take the crystal out. So let's go ahead and rewind a little bit here. Keep an eye on what's happening here. Ymir, nice ice wall there. Meanwhile, yeah, the Heimdall are able to go ahead and get one. Meanwhile, again, Ymir not able to do much. Now we're going to go ahead and be able to chase these down. So Heimdall drops that crystal there. Not able to get too much. Let's see if we can make sure that we're on the Janus here, who I believe ultimately gets the kill, and there it is. So nice job there by the mid laner of Clinton. And then again, just rotating around, trying to see if they can get more out of this. And now they should just be able to go ahead and probably clean up some jungle camps. Ooh, almost able to go ahead and find the Heim, but not quite able to find him. Using those portals, Cupid flying forward, looking to go ahead and start off this Gold Fury. Should be uncontested. Ymir's here, but yeah, that's 5 members. You don't wanna risk it. Meanwhile, Nike for Random Lake up there in the top lane, able to go ahead and get a turret of her own as she's just now starting to smash. She's got her completed breastplate Valor. What, the reinforced greaves there, right? Yeah. So it looks like the call now maybe that they try to go and get their own pyro here. And that does look like it is the call. Again, pretty standard call. One grabs Gold Fury, the other one rotates for pyro. Nike now up to a 1 level advantage over the Kukulin counterpart. I don't think it's going to stay that way for very long here, but Kukulin is now starting to rotate for Clinton. Looking to rotate, put some more pressure around the map here. So let's see here. Ymir sitting all by his lonesome here in mid. Just trying to keep shoving this wave in. Bacchus is there. Scylla's going to be here too to go ahead and push the rest of this wave. Again, keeping an eye on where the vision is on the mini map here. We see a lot of blue wards a little bit further or a little bit deeper inside the Clinton half here. So that should be helping Random Lake keep a little bit better of an eye as to where they're rotating. Oh, nice Ymir wall there as well. RTO not able to go ahead and find it. Fenrir jumping in, taking Ymir under the turret. Ymir ultimate there. Able to go ahead and get one, but this is a nice trade here. And that is Random Lake here. Doing a nice little rotation, a little tower dive under there. All right, Heimdall are able to find one back here. Kukulin under the turret here too. Gonna go ahead and find the Nike. The Scylla's here as well. Big damage coming out of this Scylla. And Random Lake is pulling ahead here on game 1. Looking at that they're already a 5,000 experience difference over it. Now, the second that they get those kills, they're looking to say, where can we choke more resources out? What's available on the map that we can keep taking, that we can get an advantage? See some pinks coming out here on the map. Again, Nike there in the solo lane, taking away some of those jungle camps that are there as well, just like Kukulin was doing to her at the beginning of the game. But now it's getting to the point to where Nike is starting to get a 2-level lead here, able to go ahead and just build armor, and her whole job is to just sit in that side lane and just keep pushing out waves. It's not to die, it's not to do anything like that. It's just literally to play safe and to play passive. And again, Random Lake just taking camps, taking experience, just doing whatever they can to continue building a lead. I do see that it looks like Kakulin is starting to go towards a Pestilence, so trying to avoid some of that healing that's coming out on the side of Random Lake. That would be my guess, especially with the stone completed there as well. Heimdallr is pretty beefy at this point. That is one fed Viking. We see a lot of pings coming out here on the side of Clinton. And I think just the call is grabbing the oracles here. Clinton's not going to be able to go ahead and answer. And they're just kind of grouping up here in the mid. Kakulin's going to be pushing out his wave. They're just kind of holding, waiting for a spike here. Maybe trying to hope for a little bit closer towards the end game. It does look like Random Lake is rotating over here to one of the primals that's about to come up here. So going for the Fury. And that's going to go uncontested. Kakulin able to go ahead and grab at least a turret out of it. Scylla uses the ult to ensure that it is taken. I'm guessing that we are probably about to see... I would think that there's going to be a team fight. It's going to have to happen here soon. Like, otherwise, this is just going to turn into kind of like a slow bleed here for Clinton. You see, I mean, Pyro's up. Might as well go Pyro. But Cupid for Clinton is just pushed off to the side, which tells me that they're not even going to try to contest for this. Because, it's 3v5. So, yeah, no point. You're just going to let Clinton, or let Random Lake take it. And you're just kind of waiting for your shot here. But the problem is if you wait too long, your shot's not going to be there. So Clinton's going to have to find something. I don't know what that something is, but they're going to have to find it. Maybe they'll just follow their hearts. That's what I would do in this situation. Nike here just clearing out some wards. I'm guessing she's just going to keep pushing up this side lane. One thing that I do like that both of these teams do pretty well from watching some of their previous VODs and stuff like that is they're not always like the super KDA games, right? They're objective based, and like that's something that for me, again, coming from a League of Legends background, you want KDA, right? Because if you get enough KDAs, you're going to be super far ahead, and like that's game then, right? If you get far enough ahead, there's no way that anybody's going to catch back up. This game feels so much different that as long as you're pushing some of these objectives and capturing the neutral points, like that's to me what makes the bigger difference. It does look like Fenrir is going to go ahead. Ooh, not able to quite get down the Ymir there. And Kakulin is down as well. Nike's able to go ahead and jump in. Nike's going to go ahead and keep tracking them down. Able to go ahead and find one back here as well. And now, because they have the Fire Giant, they have the Sustain. They're going to go ahead and take this tower. They may even be looking for... a Phoenix here. Because, again, they have the Sustain now. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and elect to take out some of these buffs that are up. They're going to rotate around. Maybe take out one of these waves that's coming so that they can get this tier 2 in the duo lane. Or Nike's just going to say, yeah, I got it. Yep, there you go. There's that Fire Giant Sustain. Nike happily taking 75 tower shots so that they can secure it. Heimdallr leading the pack here. 5-man, walking through, trying to find the Bacchus. Bacchus has to just pole vault himself up over that wall. All right. All right, sorry, just had to answer some Discord messages here. Again, don't forget that starting at 2 o'clock today that we will have Rocket League on this channel as well. Carroll University's in our chat here. They'll be hosting 2 of our semifinals as well, a Division 2 and a Division 3. So if you would like to check those out, make sure that you drop over to Carroll University's Twitch page as well. And then the other 2 semifinal games for D2 and D3 will be on Waukegan 11. All right, Clinton just kind of holding back. I don't know what the strategy is here. They're just kind of waiting. There's not much that they can take. They just got to push out waves. Try to communicate. Oh, what a snipe! What a snipe from the Janus! What? Janus with the steal. Let's go back here to 23 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it from the Janus's perspective here. Let's speed up just real quick. All right, go ahead. Take it down, take it down. Looking for it, waiting for it. Looking for that Kamehameha wave right here. Charging up. Boom! Kobe! Well played there from Clinton. They were sitting, waiting for their shot. They took the shot. You know, you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. All right. All right, we're looking at potentially a siege here. RTO onto the back line. The Cupid ult coming out here. RTO is going to have to try to come out. Nice Ymir freeze there. Scylla ult doesn't find anybody. Bacchus is in the back line here, but not able to do much. RTO's just going to go ahead and chase him down. Scylla's able to get one. Nike gets one down here too. Kukulin getting dangerously low here. Gets CC'd for forever. And that's going to go ahead and be the Phoenix there. And now Random Lake puts their eyes on the Titan. Waiting. No Fire Giant buff, so their siege potential has dropped down. But it looks like they're just electing to go ahead and get those fountain kills. And now that should be plenty. That should be plenty for Random Lake to go ahead and take game 1 in this best of 5, or best of 3. Sorry. Best of 3 series. In the state championship for Smite here for the WIHSEA. So, again, game 1 going over to Random Lake. Solid. I don't know where to break some of this down. But let's, real quick here, let's make sure we update our scores. All right, that was big. That was big. Take a quick peek at some of the details here. Heimdallr hitting the 6 figures for minion damage. So is Scylla. Again, here's the big difference, right? We looked at the previous game between Clinton and Muskego, and you were talking, their Kukulin did 54,000 damage. And in this game, the Kukulin only managed 12. So big difference there between those two squads. I'm guessing we're going to get into game here relatively quickly. So with that being said here, just going to take a quick second and maybe go use the restroom while they are about to get into the next game. So BRB. All right, so I just saw that they're in the lobby. So we are working on getting the lobby set up for game 2. So we'll be starting here soon. So either way, whatever the outcome of this match is, if Clinton loses, their players are still going home with the trophy. They're still going home with 5,000 gems per player. All right, I would say that's a pretty big dub. And it looks like we are into the lobby here. And so let's get you back into the game here, and we'll keep an eye on picks and bans. Let's hold on. Arthur, Sun Wukong, and it looks like Clinton's just going to go ahead and say, yep, we're going to go ahead. We're going to keep banning junglers, and that's what we're going to do. Hello? Got to make sure that we get a little bit of beats in there. And yeah, yep. Clinton's like, yep, we're just going to keep going back. Looks like random like cycle. Okay. We'll target your solo lane the whole time too. So both of these teams electing to take away potentially a strength of the other. And we're going to see Creeping Frost locking in the Hercules. And then the Apollo getting locked in for Clinton as well. Oh, the Danzabaru Athena combo. That's going to be something to watch. Izanami coming in here as well. Ooh, this is going to look to go ahead and be a spicy meatball. Random Lake came out victorious in game 1. Ooh, seeing the Kakulin band coming out here too. Like, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I think that's a right call no matter what the situation is. All right, and then the Fenrir and Scylla bands coming out here as well. All right, locking in the Owl. The Ymir's coming back. Oh, so are we going to see an Athena jungle or maybe an Athena Ta solo? Okay. Well, we did say that it was gonna look to be spicy, and there's the Bologna. So, I think that's an Athena jungle. If this Bologna gets locked in, lock in the Bologna. Do it. Nice. All right, and then that's going to be a Sobek support coming back again here for Clinton. So, yeah, that's going to be an Athena jungle, Janus mid, Danzibaru carry, Ymir support, and then the Bologna solo. And the Bologna is going into the Hercules. And then is that going to be... Or is the Hercules... Yeah, Hercules solo, not support. Sobek support. Is that going to be then an Apollo mid? I don't know. I guess I will have to shut up and wait till we get into the arena here to go ahead and see who's going where. And again, if Random Lake comes out victorious on this match, they will be our first state champion for Smite, which is pretty awesome. We just transferred over to Smite this year because of the community guidelines for League of Legends that we can't offer that anymore. Hi-Rez really stepped up in order to help this grassroots organization. They helped Wisconsin, they helped Ohio, and they're helping some other states as well start to be able to offer Smite. And I can tell you, as somebody that's got nearly 1,000 hours of game time in League, coming over here to Smite, I'm at about 100 to 125 hours, I think, at this point, and I've really been enjoying it. So if you're somebody that's kind of flipping back and forth or questioning whether or not to get started, do it. It's been fun. Learning curve is a little bit easier than League. Not as many activatable items or anything like that you need to worry about, like switching on and stuff like that. So learning curve is not nearly as much that's there. I think still you need to have your understanding of your micro and macro game within this. So your laning phases, and then also then just your global positioning, right? So it is a unique game. I like it a lot. And again, so in about an hour and 15 minutes, we will start to have then Rocket League on our channel as well. So after this state championship wraps up here, I'll likely shut down the stream just for a little bit. And then that way I can update everything, kind of get everything ready to go then for the Rocket League starting at 2. So again, starting on this channel here. Actually, for those of you that want, I'll just post it in chat. So here's actually the full schedule in chat. On this channel, we'll have Division 1 between Elkhorn and Wausau West. And then followed right after that match will be the D1 Championship, where the winner of that game will then play the winner of Whitnall versus Spash. And so then we'll get a D1 champion, and then should just be able to go D2, D3 right away. Hopefully call it quits by 6 o'clock. So we can all be continuously playing video games all night then. So, wow. I may have to mow the yard. We'll see. All right. In we go. All right, game 2. Let's do it. All right, Athena goes boots 2. No pots. Now, if any of my team is watching, we don't go boots 2. Otherwise, that's a paddle. Is our running joke. We need pots. All right, so again, nothing crazy starting out here. Everybody's going to their assigned buffs. I'll like to see how this Apollo does in the mid lane here. Let's make sure that we get quick little early game action coming up here. Ooh, nice little trades there from the Apollo. Getting some damage down. Janus able to clear his wave, hit level 2 right away. And now Apollo's going to go ahead and take some of that initial damage. Ooh, that was close there. All right, going to see Hercules. Ooh. Going to go ahead and get taunted then into the Athena here as well. So can he get away? And he is going to be able to go ahead and get away. That was risky. That Athena, I think, is going to be trouble now here for the Hercules. Bologna here as well should be something to reckon with. She's got her 2 hammer out there right now, so she's going to be dealing good chunks of damage. There's a nice flip. Oh, a little under the tower, but no secondary turret shot. Unfortunate for Clinton there, not able to go ahead and get that first blood going over in their direction. Bologna is able to go ahead and back out. Danzabaru looks like he just was able to go ahead and hit 3. Meanwhile, in the mid, we see Athena looking for positioning, and here she comes. There's the taunt. Oh, nice job by the Apollo to get out. Nice job there by the mid laner for Clinton. Janus is looking, though. Looking for that first blood. Nice job clipping level 4 there. There's the Ymir wall. The Danzabaru looking for the damage. Not able to find enough. Able to go ahead and get some of those gold coins, though, which is beneficial in that matchup here. Bologna into the Hercules. Ooh, Hercules just misses the knock-up there. But going to go ahead and put her into a situation to where she's taking a good chunk of just minion damage here, too. Hercules is, too, but... Ooh, Bologna. Gonna go ahead and get knocked up, and Creeping Frost gets the first blood. Well played there. Patiently played there by the Hercules, just waiting for the moment to be able to go ahead and smash her into the lane. Here's Athena. There's the taunt. Not enough there. Apollo's here, though. Apollo looking for Danzabaru, able to go ahead and get it. Janus is here for the double kill under the tower. What a play there from the Janus. I know some of you are going to say Giannis, but, you know, he plays for the Bucks. Come on, guys. Come on. He plays basketball, not Smite to my knowledge. Nice rotation there. Nice rotation. I mean, right now, I think the biggest thing right now with this Athena is her taunt. She's able to come in, and if she's able to go ahead and get the taunt down, she has been able to just have it followed up by either the Ymir, being able to wall or freeze. Like, it's a pretty good combo. And I mean, that's some pretty quick healing there too. So. All right. Meanwhile, in the side lane here, Danzabaru just hitting 5. So again, now I think Danzabaru is at least in a position here that you could be seeing. Yeah. Ymir just on the rotation, constant. Oh! Oh! I thought I thought the Clinton carry had the dancing feet there, but just not able to dance around that rocket enough. The Bologna ultimate being used there with the Athena, it looks like. We'll go ahead and we'll jump back. All right, so right about here, there we go. The Bologna knows that his knockup is down, so now she's like, okay, I can go ahead and go in. There's the ultimate, and then here comes the Athena support here as well, and that's clean coordination there. Yeah, gotta love the cheeky plays. Big fan, big fan. All right, Athena rotating into the jungle here. There's no camps up on this top side that she can go ahead and take away. Can probably at least go ahead and get some vision that's in there. And now focus here onto the Greater Scorpion. Her and Bologna, no problem. Able to go ahead and take this one down. Into the mid lane here again. Ymir's just going to sit here and help. Ymir on the red buff there. Ooh, looking for the rotation here. And here it comes. There's the Janus, or Giannis. Hercules going to go ahead and get slowed. Apollo comes in from behind, looking for the play. Oh, there's the Hercules smash, and there's a nice play. Sobek's able to go ahead and take one down here as well. Ooh, Apollo getting dangerously low, and there's the Ymir wall. The Bologna ult comes down here. Sobek running for the hills. It started off really well for... Well, I guess it started off well for Random Lake, but Clinton was able to go ahead and at least turn that for a little bit. Unfortunately, trades in the favor of Random Lake. Just able to fight in that corridor just a smidge better. And I think that's... Ooh, Hercules going in here. That's one of those things that... I just think with like the team set here, there's the Hercules ultimate coming out here now too. Ooh. Hercules looking for the knockup. There's into the wall. Oh, but not enough. And here comes Athena. Now Hercules is in trouble. Ooh, misses it. Looking for the taunt. There's the taunt. There's the Ymir wall. And that's all she wrote for Creeping Frost in the solo lane. Again, more solid rotation. Apollo coming in here too with the Sobek support, but I don't think that that's going to be enough. Should just be able to go ahead and shove this wave out though. All right, Bologna TPing back to lane. On that mallet here. So again, now we can go ahead and keep an eye here on Danzabaru in this side lane. 2-level advantage now over the Clinton counterpart here. Has the completed Ninja Tabbies and the Dev Gauntlet here. So pretty far ahead. Pretty far ahead over the enemy laner. Looks like Athena could be rotating around here. We can go ahead and try to steal away this purple. Should be able to do it. And Sobek being here, trying to get the knock-up. And here comes the Apollo. Oops. Should be able to go ahead and get the Ymir. Sobek's able to get it. Athena being here, though, and she is just shredding. And I don't think that there's enough damage here for Clinton. The Giannis coming into the background. And that's going to be one more going over to Random Lake here as well. So again, using that portal through the wall. Apollo, you're a little bit too far forward. At least able to go ahead and dodge it. Giannis looking for another portal. Not going to go ahead and find it though. All right, this is not out of the question right now. for Clinton in order to find something here. Biggest thing right now, level gap. So the gold may not be too different, but the experience is definitely a big gap here for Random Lake. Just again, suffocating all of those resources coming out in these jungle camps, and there's just nothing left on the map for Clinton to take. So Danzabaru able to go ahead and find one more there using the rocket. Clinton looking for something out of this, and so they say that, yeah, let's go Pyromancer then. Let's try to at least get something out of this. And there's the Bologna ult, and now here comes the Athena in here as well. And that's going to go ahead and be the Pyro then going over. What a rotation there. And Random Lakes going for the fire? Question mark? I mean, there's no way that I think Clinton's going to be able to go ahead and contest it, but the question is, does... Oh, Fire Giant gets one. There's the Hercules. And he's at least able to go ahead and push him off. I think that was a really, really confident, maybe we'll even call it arrogant call to go for Fire Giant at level 10. Meanwhile, they are at least able to go ahead and get the Gold Fury with the Ymir and Danzabaru partnership. And now, Clinton is like, our turn. We'll take it. So nicely done there. That's going to be a pretty big play that hopefully Clinton is able to go ahead and use to their advantage. They now have sustain. It's not going to help with the level difference, but it's going to help with the sustain and be able to push. We see Hercules coming out here. And again, just looking to go ahead and start pushing out some of these waves so maybe they can go ahead and get some objectives. Bologna shoving this Hercules around. Hercules into the wall. Bologna says, okay, I'll smack you around a little bit. Oh boy. Gotta be careful here. Bologna being in there. Athena's here as well. There's a nice taunt into it. And now here comes the party for Random Lake. And that's going to be a good chunk here. Bologna looking to try to chase down this Hercules. The Hercules ult coming out, not able to find anything. And that's going to go ahead and be almost an entire team wipe. Random Lake able to go ahead now take down this solo lane turret. Got their eyes set to go to T2. I think they should be having a wave. Yep, that's right here as well. And so they could be looking to go ahead and try to push down this T2 already here as well. They just do such a very good job of rotating as a team and using that global Athena ult here as well. It's a pretty big uphill battle here for Clinton. Apollo doing everything that they can, able to go ahead and get the oracles. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, Bologna looking to go ahead and blow up the mid lane here. Not doing good chunks of damage here for the Apollo, but just not able to slow down Bologna enough that they can get the kill. All right, now Clinton's just kind of on wave clearing duty, waiting for something to kind of pop up. Again, this is a best of 3 series here, so the winner of this one Well, if Random Lake wins, they take home the trophy. Or the first place trophy. If Clinton wins, then we have to go to game 3. And I would like to go to a game 3 if we can do it. There's a nice... Oh, wall just misses there. Oh my god, where are you at? There you are. And Sobek's got to be careful here. Sobek's probably going down here. Bologna ult coming into the background here. There he is able to go down. Danzabaru collecting all the gold. Athena gets one more. Random Lake looks to rotate around here. Danzabaru in the leaf form here. Nice. Ymir Wall trying to go ahead and get this Hercules. Everybody's chasing. Everybody's like, I want him. No, I want him. And that's going to go ahead and be a team wipe here for Random Lake. They're onto the tier 2 turret. Cooldown or respawn timers aren't necessarily there that I think that they're going to go for a Phoenix here. I could be wrong. I'm often wrong. So, we'll see. Ooh, nice job there by the Ymir blinking in. Able to go ahead and get a kill there onto the Sobek. So, keeps this as a 5v3 just for a second. Now it's a 5v2. Athena just coming in. Izanami, and there goes Deadbolt. Random Lake not afraid to fight anything underneath this Phoenix. And there's going to be another taunt onto the Hercules. And what a play around a Phoenix. Around a Phoenix, they just kept taking them down. Random Lake looking to go ahead and just fire Giants up. I think that we can all say that I don't think Clinton's going to be able to go ahead and contest that one. All right, so again, Random Lake's just going to go ahead and clear out most of the jungle camps here. Eyes on the fire giant. And again, I don't think Clinton can defend this for too long. But at the same time, I don't think yeah. If there's nobody else here from Random Lake, Danzabaru and Athena can't just two-person it. So Ymir here though? Maybe? They're going to go ahead and start it up. Giannis is here again. Danzabaru, I think, should have the damage here. We see Athena just dancing around. We see, again, the dance of the fire giant being performed. Sobek's going to go ahead and get the knock-up onto Bologna, but, oh my goodness, that damage from Athena is just big. And that's going to be Apollo not able to get onto his chariot. And that chariot is not going to be taking him home here. And now they're going to be chasing down Hercules here, and there is nothing that can be done. That, I believe, is going to be all she wrote for Clinton.
Your Titan is under attack.
Yeah, there's nothing that Sobek can do there, and now that's all 5 here onto the Titan. Ymir Alton just for good measure here, trying to take as much damage down onto it as they can. Apollo coming in, doing whatever they can. And unfortunately, it's not enough. GG to Random Lake. Congratulations on the first trophy. Taking it home to Random Lake for Smite. So, GG. I mean, y'all look dominant. Totally get it. You're dominant all season as well. And I guess it just proves that you are the best in this state. But I have to give a shout out to Clinton as well. Because they took down the undefeated side from the other conference in order to play you again. They've played you in your conference at least once already. And so to see you again, I mean, I'm sure they weren't looking forward to playing you. But big shout out to them. Huge shout out to them, making it past Muskego and beating them 2-0. So great job. Great job. All right, so with that being said, it is about 1:10 here. So on the schedule, we don't have Rocket League scheduled until 2. So here's the deal. I'm going to shut down the stream for about 30 minutes. I'm going to make myself some lunch. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. And then I will fire the stream back up, and we will have Division 1 semifinals between Elkhorn and Wausau West here on the stream. See ya in about 30-ish minutes. Sound good? Of course it does. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit.